Alright, welcome back to Admiral Enright's Carnival Intoxica. Today we are doing a Pittsburgh new classic. This is a cocktail created by Spencer Warren at the Warren. The reason we're doing this is we want to give a shout out to the Warren. Throughout this quarantine, they have been donating free meals to service industry people in the city of Pittsburgh, all across the city. Anybody who's in service industry, back or front of house, they've just been giving away free meals. Definitely deserves a huge shout out and definitely deserves your visit whenever this thing's over. This cocktail also appears in our book Pittsburgh Drinks, along with a feature on Spencer in the book as well. It is a great cocktail, one of my favorites. Spencer created this at Embury. We ran this for quite a while at Embury, which was Pittsburgh's first craft cocktail bar. It is a take on a Corpse Survivor, but it's really so much more than what you get out of Corpse Survivor. We're going to get some really nice pink grapefruit notes in this drink, and this is a drink whenever people told me they didn't like gin, I would make this drink for them, and they'd be like, oh my god, this is phenomenal, what is this, what's in here? I'd say, well, it's gin. You do like gin, you just don't like the gin you used to drink out of your grandma's or grandpa's cupboard. So this was really a drink that bridged the gap into gin for a lot of Pittsburgh imbibers as well. So without further ado, we're going to get right into it. We need Saint Germain, Blue Coat Gin, Admiral, those are our spirits. We're going to do some lime juice, and we're going to do some simple syrup. Again, if you missed the earlier conversation about simple syrup, this is really easy to make at home. Just equal parts sugar to water. You can boil it, you can flavor it when you boil it, adding other ingredients in to give yourself, say, a ginger simple syrup or a cinnamon simple syrup. This is just straight simple syrup, and so what I do, which is a lot easier, is just pour the two ingredients together, equal parts sugar, equal parts water. I love to use a mason jar, and I just shake it until it's all dissolved, and as you can see, this is quite nicely dissolved there. So aside from that, all these other ingredients are pretty popular. You can get pretty much anywhere. So let's just get into it. We're going to start off with our small tin, and I always like to start with the less expensive ingredients, like my simple syrup and my lime. That way, if I am behind a bar and I knock this over early on in the game, I've only lost lime juice and sugar rather than losing expensive booze. So we're going to start off by juicing some limes. We want to use fresh limes for this. No Rose's lime juice or any cocktail mixers. And we're just going to do a ½ ounce of the lime juice. So we always measure. ½ ounce of lime juice is going to go in here, right into my measuring jigger. That's good. Takes about half a lime there. And now we're going to also add a ¼ ounce of simple syrup. So just a ¼ ounce right on top there. All right. So I have ¾ ounce of my mixer in here right now. Now this drink is going to fall in line with a lot of other cocktails that we're going to do in the next couple of days, like the Corpse Survivor, where it is a equal part mix across the board, 3/4 of the 3 ingredients. Gives you a 3-ounce cocktail. There's a lot of variations on this, at least this ratio of mixing your booze and your juices and everything. 3/4, 3/4, 3/4, 3/4 across the board. As I said, the Corpse Survivor, last word we're going to do as well. But this is the first one in this series, so just give you a little idea on how we do our measuring, how we do our formulas for making cocktails and our templates. So I'm going to do 3/4 ounce of the Blue Coat Gin. I'm going to do 3/4 ounce of our Saint Germain. And I got these little cute Saint Germain things from somewhere, from some USBG Pittsburgh event, United States Bartenders Guild. So 3/4 ounce of the Saint Germain's going in there. And 3/4 ounce of Admiral. Now if you don't have Admiral, in a mix, or in a fix, I have actually done this cocktail by doing, dropping my, or upping my simple syrup to 3/4 ounce and cutting back on Campari. I do Campari as a substitute for the Admiral, and I cut that back to a 1/2 ounce. So these little tricks you can do if you don't have a certain ingredient. You can always play around with stuff. That works out really well. So in that instance, it would be 3/4 ounce lime juice, 3/4 ounce Saint Germain, 3/4 ounce Blue Coat gin, 1/2 ounce Campari, and still the 2/4 ounce, that'd be a 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. So 1/2 ounce simple syrup, 1/2 ounce Campari, 3/4, boy am I screwing this one up. 1/2 ounce simple syrup, where you're upping the 2/4 ounce up to a 1/2 ounce, 1/2 ounce simple syrup, 1/2 ounce Campari, 1/2 ounce lime juice. The lime juice stays the same. And then you do 3/4 ounce of the Blue Coat gin, 3/4 ounce of the Saint Germain. It works really well. All right, so we've got all of our ingredients are now in the mixing tin. We're gonna have our ice. Gonna fill that tin right up to the top with the ice. I need a little bit more right there. There you go. As you can see, that is right up to the top. Take our big tin, smack it, and I always lift it up, make sure I got a nice seal on there. And we're going to shake. Alright, we move our cutting board out of the way here, and we're going to take our coupe glass right in front. And we're going to double strain this. We want to double strain to keep all the ice chips out and all the pulp you might have gotten from the lime as well. Go. And give it a little tap, get the last of that juice out from the ice that's in this fine strainer. Alright, that is it. One more piece of the puzzle here. We are going to finish this off. This is where it really becomes sort of a variation on the Corpse Reviver. We're going to top it off with some absinthe. Just a couple drops, 4 drops in the top. Going to create an aromatic. And that is really where the Corpse Reviver comes in. When the Corpse Reviver was originally made, the absinthe was sort of what woke you up in the morning. That was your morning cocktail, as they used to do. Alright, so that is it. That is the Death's Comeback. Real simple cocktail to make, delicious. As I said, you're going to have some beautiful grapefruit notes, like pink grapefruit. Saint Germain and the Admiral work really well together to create that sort of pink grapefruit kind of flavor. This is a great drink to make at home. It covers a lot of different techniques here, so go ahead and do this at home. As I said, we're going to do a couple more of these in the next couple days to really hammer in the idea that 4 spirit, 3/4 across the board, shaken up drink there. So enjoy this at home, and hopefully we will see you folks soon behind the bar. Have a great day.